balance, maybe?
No, I'll kill you.
Seated?
No. Radan is a personal trainer, so give us postures that he can talk about. Like twists.
Oh, okay, we can do the orange. I haven't done cat in a while.
Seated.
Okay. Are you gonna stay like that, Sarah?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
Sarah, right?
Yes.
How about you? You gonna stay like that?
Should I move over?
That's fine.
No,
No, no.
you good.
You're fine. You're fine. Whatever he's comfortable.
I'm sweating already. This is gonna be a good one.
So light.
It's the coffee.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Yogaxpress, your virtual stretch clinic that helps you move the body to still the mind. My name is Banu Suresh. I'm your host for this program. Today you'll see a full house right here. We have another fairly familiar face. I'm going to start from my extreme right. We have Ron Thomas. Ron is a producer here at Manhattan Neighborhood Network. That's where we film these episodes. Ron, you have a show called Big Talk, and you guys compete with our airtime, correct?
Yeah, I was on my show the other day and they said, you're on 2 channels, man. You doing yoga?
Right, Superman. Your fans don't know that this is a taped show.
No.
Viewers out there, just so you know, we do tape twice a week. If you want to come stretch with us, feel free. You can always come into the studios. We'll give you a lot of help. We have a website, www.yogaxpress.com, as I always like to say. Yogaxpress. We live in North America. We don't know how to spell. I love saying that.
It's true.
No eBay.
I did
No
yoga and
E.
I'm getting all these job offers now.
Wow, Ron, well done. Now your show airs every Thursday, correct? 1
Yes.
1 to 2.
A whole hour.
One full hour. And what is your theme?
Controversial subjects,
Right now it's probably elections.
elections. What did I do last week? We did
You start all those street fights, do you? All the controversial topics.
a lot of political
Right.
debates.
So you have a lot of political debates right there. If you are watching Ron's show, feel free 1 to 1:30. Stay with Ron. 1:30. Come back and watch us. Don't desert us. You want to stretch. You want to move your brain. You want to exercise your brain with Ron. Exercise your body with
But
us.
DVR, either one of us.
You could do that too, or both. Watch at your own leisure. Now, we have another very familiar face who is back with us, Sarah Torres. Sarah, you are an up-and-coming author. You're also an actor, an actress, whatever's the right term for that.
What is this?
Tell us a little bit about your book, a little more for new viewers.
Well, I'll talk about something for everyone because that's
Yes.
the one I'm going to publish first. It's a collection of short stories and poems.
Right.
And there's something for everyone in there. I believe there's something where teenagers will be able to relate to it.
Right.
There's something where adults, parents will be able to relate to it. So that's why I chose that particular title.
Welcome back to the show, Sarah. I'm going to have you tell us a little more about your new projects in tomorrow's episode. I hope you'll be coming back.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hopefully you will be
I'll
joining
be
us
here.
again.
I'll be here on time. Yeah.
Oh, you were fine today. You were perfect, just on
Today.
time. To my extreme left, we have by now a very familiar face and quite a yoga addict, Jackie Lawrence. Jackie also has contributed an amazing martini recipe. Jackie, quick recap, not of your recipe, but just the name of the book where they can find you.
Okay, very cool. The name of the book is Top 10 Martinis Miami Style, and I can be found around page 50-something. And it's a really cool book, and the author is actually one of my very best friends, so I think everybody should go out and buy it. If you Google it, he's got a website. You can purchase it right from the website, or you could purchase the downloadable type of the form of the book?
Ebook.
We try our
Yeah,
best. We
thank
try
you.
our
I'm like,
best
wait,
not
what?
to have any purchases on public access. So if you have any websites where they can go look you up,
Yeah, for sure.
that's fine. I
Okay.
think, and then they can go out and do whatever they want to
Cool.
do. Welcome back to the show,
Thank you,
Jackie.
Anna.
Before I reintroduce our special guest, I'd like to acknowledge our crew, Josiane Hurd in the control room, our director, and Carol Lewis on camera. Thank you so much for being there when we needed you most. Also to acknowledge our facilitators, Deshaun Pretlow and Richard Swanson. We have two Richards here. So Richard Swanson, responsible for all these studio lights and the settings. Now for the big moment, you're all wondering who is this handsome young man right here. Those of you who watched us yesterday will know this is Radan Sturm, a personal trainer at Complete Body and Spa, and you will get his website up in just a moment. If you have any questions, remember, feel free to write to us. Radan is on our wellness panel on the website, on my website, Yogaxpress. If you have any questions for him, he will address those in the next month's appearance. Is that a promise?
That's a promise.
Okay, great. Radan, let's do a quick recap of what we talked about yesterday. The 3 tips you gave us, that was amazing.
Well, I think one of the major tips was when we stretch muscles, we stretch ligaments, we stretch tendons, and we stretch all 3. And it depends on how big a stretch you make, depending on what you're stretching. So generally, you want to not stretch the muscles through too big a range of motion,
Right.
because you don't want to get injured. So it's all about small little tips that I can give you to make sure your practice is safe.
Fantastic. You also gave us the distinction between tendon and ligament. Would you do a quick recap of that too?
Yeah, well, it's very simple. Tendon is a piece of tissue that connects bone to bone, whereas ligament connects muscle to bone.
Good. That
So
makes
therefore, the ligaments move a lot more than the
than
tendons.
In fact, that would be safer. You don't want the tendons moving so much
That's
that you
right.
dislodge your bones.
That's right, and if you get an injury in a tendon, because there's less blood flow,
Right.
it takes a lot longer to heal.
Ow.
So sometimes you have those injuries that don't go away for a long time, that could be a
Right.
tendon rather than a
That's what you,
ligament.
is that what's called tendinitis?
That's right,
That's
and
an
that's why
inflammation.
tendinitis is like, you can't get rid of it. For like
Wow.
6 to 9 months,
Oh
it
my
lingers
God.
because there's no blood flow.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So what is a safe thing, or how can we be safe about not stretching the tendons too much? Or is it in breathing? What is it?
No, it just comes into your stretches, not overstretching. So for example, in the last show when I demonstrated how you can activate your glutes and your buttocks
Right.
to stop yourself overextending,
Right.
it's little tricks like that.
Okay. Well, looking forward to having you point out all the correct ways
Sure.
to enter and exit these stretches. In yoga, I have to warn you, we take a few liberties. But if you think it's excessive, please feel free to come and point it out. Here's what we're going to do at Sarah's request, since Sarah's decided to graciously join us today. We're going to do seated stretches. So we're not going to stand up today. We're going to do all the seated stretches on the postcard. It's all the postures in red. Let's
Is that
come down.
red? I
Oh,
thought that was orange.
oh, come on. Let's come on all 4s. What would you call this color?
Pink. Neon.
Pink.
Some kind
Okay,
of
pink, neon, orange, all right, whatever.
Love it.
It's a nice warm color. Let's come on all 4s. Hands are directly below the shoulders. Knees directly below the hips. Keep your toes curled in. Some schools call this the cat cow. Unfortunately, the school I came from just calls it cat. So it's okay, whatever name you want to give it.
The
Fingers
cat's
are
meow would be like,
This is one of your favorite too, right?
yeah, it helps
Is this
my
why you
back.
chose
My
it?
back is always bothering
That's
me.
So
why
we
she
could
chose-
let
so we could
meow.
start.
Yes.
Fingers are nicely splayed, toes are curled in. Here's what we're going to do before we do it. We need to explain to you the safe way of doing it, and Radan, please help us correct ourselves. What we're going to do is we're going to inhale, lift our chin, chest, and buttocks, and dip the middle part of our torso with our toes curled in. And then when you're ready to exhale, you uncurl your toes and you arch your back all the way, lower your head. So let's first do the inhale. Inhale, dip your chin, chest, and lift your chin, chest, and buttocks, dip your torso. Bend your elbows if you need to. Uncurl your toes, arch your back. Let's try that one more time to redeem ourselves. Curl your toes in, inhale, dip your torso, Watch out, Sarah. You've got cats, have you? Inhale, chin, chest, and buttocks up.
They be like, meow.
Uncurl your toes. Arch your back. Let's come into neutral position and let's get a little bit of feedback. Radan, how does that feel and what do you think? Is there any adjustment you'd like us to make? Is that
With
okay?
that particular posture, I would think it's just when you're coming down into the bottom part of the stretch and you're arching your back into that position, that's where I would just be careful not to push it too far.
Right, so don't dip too deep?
Yeah, just you can feel what's comfortable, just don't over dip.
Okay.
Better to under dip, and then when you come back up into this position, you can really lengthen.
Right.
It's much safer, and that actually feels good when you come
Feels
back up.
Wonderful, yeah. So what's the back of the spine? Is that the spinal extensors?
Which
And
one?
the spinal flexors are in the front and the extensors on the back?
Well-
The back of the spine is where we arch the back.
That's right. Well, the movement happens from the spine both ways.
Okay,
Yeah.
right.
But you have big muscles at the front of your body that help and assist in the forward flexion
Forward.
of the body, and then big muscles along the back that pull you upright.
Okay.
So the spinal extensors, they just support the spine when that movement happens.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So it's actually external muscles that do the movement.
Right. Okay, that's a great way we can visualize our body, our spine, because we cannot always, obviously, we cannot look inward, but that really helps. All right, we're going to do a little bit of a back bend in the camel position. Now, it's posture number 21 if you're looking at your postcard. Come up on your knees. Bring your knees hip width apart. So you're looking at the second red posture, orange, saffron, pink, whatever posture. Knees are hip width apart. Now remember, because this is a little bit of a back bend, there will be a bit of a pull in your quad muscles, and you have Radan to correct us if we hyperextend the quads as well.
If I can get out of the posture.
You'll be fine. You want to be safe, so keep your knees hip width. But if you feel very strong today, you can bring your knees close together. We're all going to play safe. I'm going to stagger myself. Sarah and Radan, if you want to come forward, Jackie and Ron, maybe you want to go back just a little. Now, because the cameras need to pick us up, let's turn to face the front left of the mat. I'm sorry, I need to make sure Carol can pick us up. Place your palms on your buttocks and push. What's that? Push your elbows back as close to each other as you can. Inhale, open up your chest, lift your chin and chest. Open up your chest, lift your chin up, tilt your head back. Now, as you go past midpoint, start exhaling. Glide your palms down the back of your thighs. Reach for the right heel with the right hand. Left hand reaches for the left heel. Once you've made that connection, tilt your pelvis forward and tilt your head back and hold. Don't forget to breathe. Radan, if you're
Breathe
able
in
to
and out.
breathe in and out.
I can't stress that enough. It is important to breathe in and out.
We like to say in yoga that inhale happens every time you exhale, the air automatically comes in, but I see your point.
Necessarily happen
Very
that way.
gentle. Inhale, bring your palms back to your buttocks. And
really
then
feel that.
let's sit on our heels. It's okay. Remember, if you have not practiced this posture for a while, it might hurt, and it's okay not to get all the way to your heels today. You can still keep your hands in the back of your thighs. You're still getting a back bend. You have to engage your low back muscles to stay safe. Let's sit on our heels. Is there any correction that you'd like to recommend for that posture? Because it is an intense back bend. Is there an adaptation you'd like to suggest?
Well, I would probably suggest that you just keep your hands on your buttocks
Not go to.
and don't put your hands back down onto your legs, because that's that extended range of motion. And if you can keep your hands there for support, you will still go back far enough to get the effect in your
Of the
back
low-
muscles
right,
without the strain on the joint.
That's not for balance. I swear my hands
Well, how
keep
often
me
do you
up
like to
there.
feel your own butt?
Well, there's another way of
As long as
looking
you're
at
feeling
it.
your own butt, it's fine.
My ankles.
We're going to get Ustra. The posture we just came out of is called Ustra or camel. Now we're going to take our viewers through a posture called supine diamond. Supta Vajra. Vajra is Vaira, Supta is supine. A lot of the Sanskrit words are very similar to the Latin words, and I don't know, I might have people sending me emails about this, but I understand Latin is a derivative of Sanskrit. I like to say that. If someone has a conflicting view, by all means, please send us your queries.
Yes.
We'll get a different kind of expert to address that.
Email us angry
Let's-
messages about
Let's
choice.
all turn to face the front left of the mat. We're turning to face the front
this
left
is the
corner.
left, 'cause you-
Yes, it is. We're going to sit on our heels very gently. Place your palms right palm on the floor beside your right hip, left beside the left hip. Very gently lower your elbows down one at a time. Ron, I know you've hurt your knee before, so be very careful. What you can do is keep your legs extended and you can try and bring your elbows down. So that way you also get a sensation of being able to tilt your head back. Very gently, when both palms are down, both elbows are down on the floor, tilt your head back. Now resist the temptation to lift your knees off of the floor. Keep your knees down. You will feel a wonderful, delicious stretch in the front of your upper thighs, so the quad muscles. Isn't that right, Radan? The quadriceps? Is
Correct.
that the quad? And you should, while you're in this position, don't forget to breathe. Keep inhaling and exhaling. Don't forget to breathe, but also remember that this is considered a little bit of a relaxing posture, so just breathe easy. Take it one breath at a time, and you will go deeper and deeper. When you're really ready, we're not going to do it today, but when you feel ready, when your body feels ready, you can take your elbows off and come all the way down. Today, this is as far as we'll go. Supta Vajra. Press with your palms. Let's come out as gracefully as we can. And we're going to do a little bit of a forward fold. It was a little intense. Inhale, take your arms all the way up. Exhale, fold from the hip. It is a natural response to do the forward fold immediately after that back bend, right?
Can we hold this one for 10 minutes?
Yes, it feels great, right?
I like this one.
It is wonderful. Radan, tell
We're
us,
all
why
so
does this
good
feel
at-
so good? Why does
And we're
this
all so good at it. Amazing.
Help me understand, why does this feel so good?
Well, it's kind of after having done the back bend exercise,
Right.
doing the opposite movement relaxes those muscles that you've been shortening.
Ah,
And it's a much more
okay.
comfortable position for most people
Right.
to flex forward because we're used to doing that in everyday life. You
Right,
sit at
right,
a
you
chair, you
stretch
sit on the
back.
couch,
Right.
you're constantly flexing forward, but we very rarely bend the other way.
True.
So that's why when you do those back bend postures, you have to be very, very careful and do it very slowly and,
not
incrementally.
overdo it. Right, right. Oh, it
Yeah.
feels amazing. You're right. Shall we hold it for 15 minutes? Press with your palms. Palms No, Sarah. Palms together. Inhale. Engage your low back muscles. Come up with a straight back. Exhale and release. Now we're going to take you through a twist, which I know is Sarah and Jackie's favorite. So we're going to enjoy it. I'm sure Radan will be very comfortable in it too.
Love doing the twist.
You like it? Oh, beautiful. Okay. So Ron, you and I are going to stay at the same pace. So Ron and I are not going to go too deep, but everyone has different range of motion. So do take your body into a posture only as deep as it allows you. Tuck your left heel under the right buttock. Ardha Matsendra. Ardha is half Matsya is fish, Matsendra, Lord of the Fishes. Half Lord of the Fishes. This also has an English name. In North America, we call it half spinal twist. Now, place your right foot flat beside the left knee and make any adjustments with your hands if you need to. I know my body needs a few adjustments with my hand. The toes on your right foot face the front of the mat or the room. Push your right knee in with your hands and then torque your upper body to the right. So you're already quarter way there. So half spinal twist, you're quarter way there. Hold the right knee in with your right hand. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, dip your left elbow, and Radan, I did warn you, we take some liberties. Now, if you want to hold on to your left knee with your left hand, that's good. If you'd like to do what Sarah is doing and possibly Jackie is doing, it's a deeper twist. You can clasp both hands. Now, I'm at this level, and I'm happy here. Also, if you don't want to even hold your knee, that's fine. Place your left hand on the outside of your upper right thigh. Now I need to hold on to my knee or I come apart. So I'm going to keep my right hand behind me and turn to look back. Inhale, release your left hand, untangle your legs and switch sides. Let's twist it. It feels good, doesn't it?
Human origami. It's like, I'm a swan.
That's right. We're going to give it different names now. Tuck your right heel under the left buttock. Cross the left foot over the right knee. Make sure the left foot is flat on the mat or the floor. The front of your left foot faces the front of the mat. Push your left knee in. And remember, while you're doing this, you also want to keep some things in mind. we may not always be able to twist as deep on one side as we can on the other. And Radan's going to tell us why, because I have no idea why, but I believe it might be an imbalance in the body, but everyone has one stronger side, right?
Well, not everybody, but most people.
Most people do, so
Yeah.
that's very normal.
It is normal.
Oh, good.
And it's
That's good
it's
to
a
know.
lifestyle thing. So quite often people will always take the first step up a set of stairs with their right foot.
Ah,
Or they'll always
okay.
reach for the door with one hand.
I never
And so those
realized
imbalances are kind of built up over years and years and years.
Right.
And so it's natural. But
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's good to know we're all normal.
you are normal.
Push your left knee in with your left hand. Torque your upper body to the left. Hold your left knee with the left hand. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, dip your right elbow over the left knee. Hold on to either your right knee or do the bind as Sarah and Jackie. Sarah has it this time. I can't see Jackie.
Not on this
No,
side.
Jackie is not in the bind on this side. Take your left hand behind you. Now feel free if you want to keep your right hand on your right thigh, the outside of your left thigh, outside of your left thigh. Radan is also almost in a bind himself.
Almost.
Turn to look back. Actually, this is a great time, Radan. I'm going to, for those of you who want to try the bind, but are
You're not gonna put that in my
quite
mouth.
ready. No, in
To
your
shut me
hand.
up.
So, no, we want you to talk. You can use a belt. Use a little bit of help if you need to. And maybe Carol might be able to pick you up on that side, but also I think Joseanne will pick you up on this camera. Now, every day you want to wiggle your hands a little closer to each other if you're using a belt or a towel till the day when you can get rid of it altogether. Turn to look back. Inhale, release your right hand first. Untangle your legs, extend your left leg out in front of you. Okay. So, it is a bit of a deep twist, but as long as you keep your legs extended, you won't hurt your knee anymore. Keep your left leg extended. Yes, feel free to just shake out your legs a little bit, get the blood flowing. And then when you're ready, you want to tuck your right foot in. So attach the sole of your right foot to the inside of your upper left thigh. Keep your left leg extended. Here's what we're going to do, and I'll tell you before we do it because it's a little hard to speak as we're in that posture. We're going to raise the right knee up and we're going to fold forward and wrap our right hand around the right knee. So let's do that first. Raise the right knee up, keep the right foot flat next to the inside of the upper left thigh. Make sure your left foot is flexed. Hold your right ankle or shin with the left hand. Inhale the right arm up. Marichasana. Marich is ray of light. Exhale, fold forward from the hip. Wrap your right hand around your right knee. And then let go of your right leg now. With the left hand, take your left hand behind you and clasp the opposite hands. Look over your right shoulder. The other side. Look over your right shoulder. That's where you get your full stretch.
The other right.
That's when you get your full stretch. So the whole left shoulder comes, you open up your left shoulder and look over your right. Inhale, release the hands first. And then let's switch sides. Extend the right leg out, fold the left leg in. Keep the left foot flat on the floor and keep your foot as close to the right, inside of the right thigh as you can. Now make sure your left knee is not in the way. You want to keep your left knee out just a little bit. Hold on to the left shin or ankle with your right hand. Inhale, left arm up. Marichasana. Exhale, fold from the hip. Is there a safer way to do this, Radan? Feel free to help us. Take your right hand.
I'm in a bind. Literally.
Take your right hand from behind. Clasp the opposite fingers. Look over your left shoulder. And then once you are in the full posture, look up. Open up your right shoulder and chin up. Try not to fold over too much. We have about 3 or 4 minutes. We should be able to steal another 3 postures.
Once you're in the position, it's actually quite comfortable.
It is, right? Once you get
Yeah.
in. Right. And if it hurts, we always are going to let go. So
Yeah.
that's really wonderful. Inhale. Let's release. Keep your left leg extended. Place your right leg is extended. Keep your right leg extended. Left knee goes down all the way. Janu Sirsha. Ron, which knee was the one that you'd hurt?
Right.
Right knee. Okay, so keep the right leg extended. You can get into this posture then. Left knee goes down, so fold the left leg in. Right leg is extended. Right foot is flexed. Turn to face the extended leg. Janu Sirsha. Janu is knee. Sirsha is head. Literally, head to knee. We're going to stagger ourselves. Inhale your arms up to shoulder height, palms facing down. Keep inhaling. Take your arms all the way up, palms facing in. Clasp your palms together. Exhale, fold from the hip. Now place your palms over the soles of your feet if you can get there. If you're not quite there today, that's perfectly all right. Keep your hands at your ankles, your shin, even your knee. You're not going to hurt yourself because your knee is resting on the floor. Your leg is resting on the floor.
One of your special guests told me how to make this do something.
Wow.
And
You could have shared it with
I
us.
forgot what it was. Because
All
I know I
Is
was
it
like, I
not
can't
stretching?
feel the stretch. No, yeah, I don't feel the stretch. And she was like, oh, did she tell me to put my head on the floor or try to put my
You
head on
can.
the floor?
If you're able to go deeper, keep
Yeah.
going. Just take yourself as deep as your body will allow. As long as you're comfortable, Sarah, excuse me, that's all you want. You should feel the stretch. If you don't feel it, it's not doing anything for you. Clasp your palms together. Inhale. Come up with a straight back. That must have been Diana. Exhale and release. She's a teacher who teaches you yoga. Let's switch legs. Fold the right leg in. I remember her. Fold the right leg in. Attach the sole of your right foot to the inside of your inner left thigh. Inside of your upper left thigh. What did I say? Inner thigh. Okay. Press your right knee all the way as low down as you can. Flex your left foot. Turn to face the extended leg. Inhale the arms up. Now, because we are so many of us, I'm going to hit someone. I'm going to apologize in advance. Take your arms all the way up. Exhale, fold from the hip. If your hands go over your feet, feel free. Now, if your hands are way over your feet, the way Sarah's are, feel free to pull at your feet and bring your body all the way forward if you can. Go as deep as it would, as your body allows you, just so you feel a little bit of pain. You don't want to torture yourself, but a little bit of pain is okay. Isn't it?
That's
Pain
true.
is
No, that's
pleasure.
A little
exactly
bit is
true.
good, right? No pain, no
Just
gain.
the right amount.
That's right.
Just the right amount. You should be able to hold a stretch, for a good
I feel it.
10 minutes
Comfortably, right?
if you had to.
Yeah.
That's the amount of pain. If it's too painful and you can't hold for that amount of time, it's too strong a stretch.
Ah, that's a
So-
good guideline. So about 10
Because you need to be able
minutes.
to kind of relax into it.
That's good. That's a very
Yeah.
good guideline. So Sarah, you're staying there for 10 minutes.
Yeah. And we're going to push you down as
That's right.
Maybe it'll be efficient.
Inhale,
Work.
inhale. Let's come up. Bring your palms all the way up. Extend your right leg out in front of you. While we fold over into the next posture, I'd like to thank our crew, Josiane Hurd, our director, and Carol Lewis on camera. Exhale and fold. Wherever your hands take you today. If your hands get over your feet, give yourself a little bit of a massage. You're actually helping energize your glands and organs inside, which you cannot do unless someone beats you up, right? Gives you a punch in the stomach. You're not really massaging your organs and glands. So hold it. Press your palms together. Inhale. Come up with a straight back. Exhale and release. Josiane usually gives us about a minute or two after the closing sound. So before we get into the final, actually maybe we won't even get into the final one. We'd like to have Radan say a few words about stretching today. Is there any word of advice you'd like to offer us?
Well, I think kind of general advice would be to, no matter how much yoga you do or how much stretching you do, it's better than nothing. So 2 or 3 minutes a day, when you do it every day, adds up. And quite often people feel like they don't want to do it
Right.
because they feel like they need to do it in half an hour or an hour.
I want to ask Radan about your shoes.
Hey, you like that, huh?
That's right.
Yeah?
Those
I was
are
wondering when you were going to mention that.
They're rubber soles,
I see
right?
people in my neighborhood running barefoot.
Yeah,
These
yeah.
are running rubber shoes.
Well, I just wear it for the fashion.
Do they have a
Oh,
I don't know
special
anything
name?
about that.
Do they have a special name?
No, they don't.
Let's close with, actually we don't want to do the cow face, let's close with a pigeon since we're still rolling. Take your right leg all the way behind. They do look great. I'm going to get
you.
myself one.
Thank you.
Right leg swings all the way back. Curl your toes in while you try to push your leg back. And once you're as far as you can go, uncurl your toes. Tops of your feet are flat. Now, Josiane, our director, doesn't think this is complete till we fold over. So, Josiane, this one's for you. Exhale and fold. Lead with the chest. Forehead to the ground. Press with your palms. Kapot or pigeon. This posture is called pigeon. Press with your palms. Let's come up with a straight back and let's switch legs.